Warning, this is not a rant. It's a sports review with feelings. No athletes' egos were harmed, only reputations. World Club Championship final time. That annual moment when rugby league pretends the Pacific Ocean is a minor inconvenience and two proud competitions settle it in 80 minutes. Brisbane versus Hull Kingston Rovers. Australia versus England. The Broncos versus the team with the best acronym in sport. On paper, this is meant to be a coronation. The Broncos, premiership still warm to the touch, arriving like a travelling circus with better catering. Hull KR, meanwhile, will be waiting not in their living room at Craven Park, but on the bigger MKM Stadium stage, still in Hull, still in Yorkshire, and still very much English rugby league country. This isn't neutral territory. It's neutral in theory, hostile in accent. We call it a global final, then act shocked when home soil energy turns up wearing a flat cap. The MKM Stadium might not be Hull KR's sacred ground, but for one night it becomes a borrowed fortress, a sea of northern voices, ready to adopt them like long-lost relatives if the hits start landing early. And Hull KR aren't creeping in quietly either. They've just warmed up in the Challenge Cup by flattening Lock Lane 104-0. Less cup tie, more crime scene. But Brisbane won't be rocking up with blokes who've got work at 6 a.m. and their knees strapped together with electrical tape. They'll bring NRL speed and big bodies who don't fold when the game gets spicy. The team from the Sunshine State will be packaged to us as composed, professional, methodical. A side that knows how to win, even when it doesn't feel like it. Hull KR will be sold to us as relentless and stubborn in that very British way that suggests they'd argue over a forward pass long after the floodlights have gone out. Expect big hits, louder roars, and at least one moment where a forward decides subtlety is overrated and simply runs through a postcode. The Broncos will want to control tempo. Hull KR will want chaos, the kind that turns game plans into vibes and vibes into noise. Some pundits will say the Broncos should win. Others will say Hull KR can't lose. Both will be wrong and probably on the same night. What makes this fascinating isn't just who wins, it's how. Do Madge's men impose order? Or does Hull KR turn the MKM into a Yorkshire pressure cooker that rattles even the most polished champions? By full time, we'll have a story that gets told for years, either about Australian efficiency or English defiance, because trophies are decided in 80 minutes, but reputations are built in every collision before and after. 2 teams, 2 competitions, one patch of Yorkshire turf that doesn't care about travel budgets or premiership rings. I'm the Sportzologist. This has been your weekly emotional audit of sport. I'll leave you with that thought.